When millions of people in North Korea wake up hungry and surrounded by propaganda, one man rises in the comfort of Brazilian coffee, Kobe beef, and his private yacht. He's no ordinary leader. He's Kim Jong-un, drowning in cruel luxury and untouchable wealth. Today, we're revealing a glimpse of the lavish life hidden behind the world's most secretive dictatorship. Imagine a morning that starts not with an alarm clock, but in silence. In North Korea, most people's day begins right like that. Same way. At 6 in the morning, right on time, a gloomy tune drifts from the loudspeakers of Pyongyang's Juche market. Where are you, dear general? It's like a national lullaby turned into an alarm clock. This tune isn't meant to wake you up, but to remind you everything starts with the supreme leader. But in the mountain-surrounded area above the capital, guarded heavily, there's no music at all. Just silence. Because Kim Jong-un doesn't wake up to songs praising his father. He gets up whenever he feels like it. He has no fixed routine. Sometimes before dawn. Sometimes his day only starts when the afternoon is already fading away. Even if the whole world stands still, he doesn't dare to move forward before that. His day begins at a private residence in the Wonsan area, estimated to be worth around $1.2 billion. Hidden behind electrified fences and satellite jammers, this property stays out of the public eye. By any standard, it's a royal palace. From every angle, it's a fortress. Inside, there's a 50-meter-long, Olympic-sized indoor swimming pool, architecture surrounded by Greek columns, and a temperature-controlled horse-riding arena housing high-quality horses imported from Europe. It's kept that way. There's also a personal shooting range specially set up for his own pistols. The bedroom tells a whole different story, with silk sheets brought from Italy, a Persian rug worth over $100,000, and a climate control system that purifies the air using technology to detect the presence of toxic canaries. There are no windows here, only smart panels that display an artificial sunrise scene based on his mood. His security guards start their duties long before he wakes up. Every morning is planned out perfectly. Sweat to avoid risks. Even his rare Brazilian coffee, specially roasted at $500 a pound, is tested for poison before it reaches his golden cup. Meanwhile, back home, people stand in line under watchful eyes to get their rice rations. And Kim starts his day in silence, wrapped in velvet and power. Because in North Korea, time itself seems to wait to see if he'll open his eyes. A breakfast full of excess, fit for a ruler. And at the same time, hundreds of thousands of North Koreans start their day with a bowl of cold cabbage soup, or, if they're lucky, a few grains of rice. Kim Jong-un wakes up to a dining table that could rival a royal feast. His mornings are full of luxury with no hint of shame or restraint. Served in the private dining wing of the Ryengsong residence, this breakfast isn't just food, it's a silent display of power. The first course, laid out on fine porcelain imported from Europe, is thinly sliced Italian Parma ham that's been aged for 24 months and secretly brought in through diplomatic channels. Then, Kobe beef is served medium, topped with black truffle oil. Each serving costs over $400. Then, there's the Japanese Wagyu steak, marbled with so much fat it melts the moment you touch it. This really brings out the deep flavor of the meat. Along with this heavy meal, they serve seasonal tropical fruits from Thailand, Filipino mangoes, and chili cherries. All of these are specially kept fresh by storing them in a cooled environment on the plane. Just one breakfast like this easily costs over $3,000. Meanwhile, people in his country barely make $2 a day. Still, coffee is what truly wakes you up in the morning. Kim's favorite is a rare Brazilian blend, roasted in small batches. It's shipped under diplomatic seal to Pyongyang by courier. The price can go up to $500 per pound. A personal barista grinds the beans using a 24-karat gold grinder. Then, using mineral water imported from France, the coffee is brewed. Before he even takes a sip, the whole room fills with the aroma. All of this happens just like that. Behind the walls, things no regular person ever gets to see. Outside on the streets, the only sound you hear is hunger. Malnourished kids walk barefoot to school. Mothers stand in line just for their ration of cornmeal. Meanwhile, inside, in silk clothes sewn by Kim, they sit down to eat, guarded by watchmen ready to lay down their lives if needed. all to stop anything from slipping out in front of a foreign camera before that golden spoon even shines. Because in their world, breakfast isn't about nutrition. It's a daily show of power, a reminder to the people that they live in scarcity. He's always indulging in feasts. Nothing starts for him without showing control, not even the morning. Forbidden foods and excess treats are allowed in his world, a feast beyond the ordinary. In a country where meat is like a fairy tale and sugar a luxury, Kim eats like a fallen emperor. His hunger isn't just for taste, it's symbolic. Every bite is a kind of defiance, every dish a statement. Even when international sanctions block North Korea's access to the world's luxuries, his personal table stays untouched. Behind closed doors, his menu remains intact. There's Swiss Emmental cheese, a personal favorite he developed while living in Switzerland. But that's just the beginning. Next up is lobster tail, flown and frozen all the way from the North Atlantic at $250 per kilo, then reheated using French techniques. The beluga caviar is the rarest, served on a gold-plated spoon at $7,000 per kilo. There's even soup made from shark fins, which is banned in many parts of the world. Every dish in this feast makes it clear. This isn't just food, this is the silent but clear language of power. In this feast, some dishes regularly become part of the dinner. Each bowl carries hints of controversy and extravagance. Then comes the snake wine, a special elite drink in Asian believed in many cultures to symbolize strength and masculinity. Kim's personal collection includes bottles of preserved for over 2 decades. Each one is worth more than $1,500, containing a fully cooked cobra inside. It's not just about taste. It's like a myth, masculinity and mystery all wrapped up. Everything bottled up in alcohol, even sweets are a kind of rebellion here. French eclairs, Belgian pralines, Persian saffron ice cream, all smuggled through secret trade routes. Trusted embassies, Chinese middlemen, and coded shipments play their part. This isn't a story about people eating in secret. It's about someone openly challenging the world to stop him. Sanctions ban luxury imports. But to Kim, rules mean nothing, just words written on paper. Corruption is his strength. He mocks his pantry policy. His wine cellar scoffs at the blockade. While his people are rationing, he celebrates with smuggled champagne. Each bottle a $2,000 vintage Veuve Clicquot. For Kim Jong-un, luxury isn't about running away. It's a performance. A hunger show staged in a starving country. A man who not only consumes forbidden things, but builds his throne on them. Then comes his obsession with cars, a symbol of power on wheels. For most people, getting around means walking. A bicycle is almost like a special privilege. Cars are just a distant dream, something you only see in government propaganda films. But for Kim, a car isn't about necessity. They're like a badge of honor, a moving showcase. His personal collection has over 100 luxury cars. It's an arsenal of steel and design, imported through secret routes, diplomatic containers, and fake documents. At the heart of this empire is the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, a fully armored limo worth around $1.6 million, $1 million. This is the same model used by royal families and heads of state, but Kim's version has extra powerful security features. It includes bulletproof tires and explosion-resistant panels with a smokescreen system. Behind it, there are Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Lexus LX 570s, Toyota Land Cruisers, even Ferrari 599 GTB Fioranos, each costing between $300,000 to $600,000. All these cars are specially modified for security and luxury, with interiors designed for elegance, champagne, Ziller-designed seats, and encrypted communication systems. The people aren't on display for some exhibition room. They're part of a carefully controlled chaos. Every public appearance is perfectly planned down to the movement of the wheels. When he moves forward to the sound of Pyongyang music, the streets are cleared. Ordinary folks aren't even allowed to look directly at the motorcade. Security rushes to the car in a tight, well-organized formation. All in all, it's not just transportation. It's a silent but clear show of power. A daily reminder to all of North Korea about where control really lies. Guards are chosen for their absolute loyalty. Often it's also because they're shorter than the leader. Each car is like a mirror, not just reflecting who he is, but also how he wants to see himself. AJ Ochoa is imperial, yet very few people get to see these up close. The cars are kept in an underground garage beneath his residence, where facial recognition tech, electromagnetic seals, and specially trained guards skilled in vehicle combat security keep everything safe. The engine is started every day, even if it's not driven, just to keep it ready. Because in Kim Jong-un's world, horsepower isn't just about performance, it's about presence. A message on wheels. He doesn't just drive to get somewhere, he drives to remind everyone that in North Korea, even movement is a show of power. This nearly 200-foot-long train features a personal spa, a soundproof music lounge, and multiple luxury cabins imported from Europe. The private dining kitchen is fully equipped with Japanese steel appliances and decorated with silk and Burmese rosewood. The yacht is always ready, working non-stop. From Wagyu steaks to foie gras, it serves anything you want. Out on the open sea, security is tight but never obvious. The hull is armored with military-grade protection. Satellite tracking is encrypted with Russian tech. From the rooftop deck, a surveillance drone quietly takes off. A full communication system lets you hold secure diplomatic talks right at sea. It's beyond the reach of foreign satellites, far from any eavesdropping walls. From the outside, the yacht might just look like a plain white vessel, but that's just an illusion. Inside, every square meter is designed for control and comfort. Leather-covered walls, hand-woven carpets worth over $100,000, an Italian wine cellar, a private massage room, everything's there. Yet in a country under international sanctions, where kids bathe in the river, owning a yacht like this is both forbidden and denied. It's known that this yacht was smuggled into North Korea through a Chinese middleman and a Singapore-based front company. This yacht isn't just breaking the naval sanctions. It even defies logic. It shouldn't be there, but it is. Because for Kim, this isn't about naval battleships. It's another quiet stage of power and indulgence that reminds all of North Korea every day that here, reality and order rule. It's a strictly personal stage for whispers, forbidden pleasures, and untouchable power. Even the sea has a master in North Korea, and when Kim Jong-un rises, the waves don't dare make a sound. In a regime deeply obsessed with outside groups, Kim doesn't just wear clothes, he embodies authority. It even defies logic. It shouldn't be there, but it is. Because for Kim, this isn't about naval battleships. It's another quiet stage of power and indulgence that reminds all of North Korea every day that here, reality and order rule. It's a strictly personal stage for whispers, forbidden pleasures, and untouchable power. Even the sea has a master in North Korea, and when Kim Jong-un rises, the waves don't dare make a sound. In a regime deeply obsessed with outside groups, Kim doesn't just wear clothes, he embodies authority. He dresses not for comfort, but for control. Every suit, every pair of shoes, every watch is carefully chosen, not out of necessity, but as a symbol. Hidden away in a vault-like wardrobe beneath his residence is a rare collection of clothing, uncommon in East Asia. Hand-stitched custom suits from Italy, each worth over $5,000, designed to project power and conceal any hint of weakness. Underneath, handcrafted European leather shoes with silk linings, heavy coats for the biting cold, designed for a tougher look. Yet nothing shines on his wrist quite like Kim's watch collection is valued at over $8.2 million. These aren't just accessories, they're a public statement. A stainless steel Rolex might seem plain, but it's a model known to world leaders. And in private, he wears a diamond-studded tourbillon, a rare Swiss edition even seasoned collectors dream of. Every appearance on state TV is carefully planned. The legacy continues. To explain the black Mao suit with a Western blazer, hint, and a pinless lapel is a mystery. It's not just fashion, it's theater. A uniform worn like a demigod's costume, because in North Korea, it's political theater. Behind this outfit lies a secret world. Pyongyang's polished granite and patriotic music hide a reality the public never sees. Velvet, tone, and behind the curtain, a world full of desire, not for the state, but designed for the supreme leader. At the heart of this secret empire, a so-called special group, an elite troupe of young women selected from all over the country, formed around music. They're chosen for their youth and beauty. They're trained in music, dance, etiquette, and silence, all based on complete obedience. They're not ordinary citizens. Their performances are cultivated in secret villas. Many never return home. Their stage is an underground music courtyard, hidden beneath government housing. This is where state-supported gatherings take place, rivaling any royal court. Crystal chandeliers imported from Austria hang above. The grand piano is sent in pieces. The walls covered with soundproof curtains, everything perfectly arranged. An unmatched collection of drinks, Louis XIII, cognac, Dom Perignon, champagne, 7 bottles of Lafite Rothschild, each worth over $2,000. They flow freely until dawn. Altogether, it's a quiet but clear display where indulgence, symbolism, and power blend into one. Throughout North Korea, it reminds you that every level of visibility is part of control. While the whole country struggles, the leader loosens his collar. They do it, and the music starts playing. Western classical and traditional music, which are forbidden for ordinary people, are celebrated in private. These nights aren't for celebration. This music is a display of dominance. It's a declaration that this ruler answers to no God, no prohibition, no moral code. This indulgence isn't about escape, it's a manifesto. In a state built on scarcity, excess is the language of power. When the lights go out, their authority shines brightest. But no matter how much luxury is wrapped in silk, it's stitched together with threads of fear. Billion. Behind the dollar palaces, golden knives, and diamond watches lies an even colder truth. In this regime, power doesn't survive through loyalty. It survives through elimination. In 2017, the world stood still watching Kim Jong-nam. That same guy was openly assassinated at a Malaysian airport in broad daylight. He died from a rare nerve agent poisoning. The message was clear. When the throne is at risk, even blood ties mean nothing. But Jong-nam was just one name. The list goes on. Generals, ministers, bodyguards, even family members vanished without trial. They're gone. Harsh punishments are rumored against some. Whispers of poisonings, and some people seem to just disappear from history. The crime? Just one. Ambition or suspicion of the leader. This fear has built a system of extreme control. His bodyguards have strict height requirements. The entourage includes fake guards. At the last moment, the route is changed. Food is tested before he eats. His private jet often flies without him. From the outside, all this might seem excessive. But to him, it's a survival strategy, because in North Korea, absolute power is just twisted. He devours whatever he doesn't do. And for Kim Jong-un, staying alive means ruling with an iron fist hidden inside a velvet glove. Every shadow is warned. Disloyalty doesn't just mean losing leadership. It's a reign of fear sealed in blood. From golden breakfast tables to velvet-covered yachts, Kim Jong-un lives the fantasy of a billionaire in a country trapped by scarcity and terror. He ignores bans on cars, watches, and feasts. His enemies vanish. The people bow their heads in taut worship. But behind silk and steel hides a fragile person, suspicious, sick, and trapped in control. Power isn't earned here. It's performed on stage. And behind every snake's whiskey glass and Rolex's ticking, there's silence.